Hey everyone, welcome to Zealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Robbie. Major's not here with us today.
And I am Tip.
And today we're going to be talking about the fourth episode of The Last of Us. And in this episode, Joel and Ellie go to Kansas City and not Pittsburgh. And they run into a hostile group of survivors. And their truck gets demolished. And they're sort of on the run, hiding in Kansas City. And this other survivor group is apparently they overthrew Fedra, and they're running things in the city. And they're basically looking for Joel and Ellie, and they think that they're associated with Henry or whoever, and they're sort of looking for them and looking for this other group, these other people
blaming something else on them to push him to go find him, apparently.
Yeah. So, but at the end of the episode, they run into these same people who are being searched for by the survivors. So, I guess.
I had the guy who was fake bleeding. He's like, "Help me!"
Oh yeah,
like, aren't we gonna help him?
And Joel's like, "I know that trick. I've done it 100 times."
Yeah. It was like I was once one of them or something like that.
Yes, like, oh, trust me, they're faking. So let's go around the room. So Tip, what did you think of this episode?
Thrilling, interesting to see that, there's even more mysteries. The plot thickened, seeing this I guess rebellion group that succeeded to overthrow the Fedra government. Apparently Fedra was not all powerful. But yeah, the plot really thickened, and then the thing inside the building, and then at the it's very interesting.
Oh yeah,
with the floor.
Rob, what's hiding underneath that, Rob?
I think I might know.
No, Rob, don't tell us.
Is it a hungry Rosie O'Donnell? Like, oh my gosh, get out of here.
There's a little hint. I think it was something that was in the trailer that they showed.
I haven't seen the trailers. I want to be completely awestruck when I watch this show. No, I do watch
the trailer showed a creature that they haven't even shown yet.
Well, I do watch the inside the episode after the episode airs. So it's like sort of like behind the scenes on the episode, and they said they moved to Pittsburgh. Was it for tax reasons? Or they moved it from Kansas City to Pittsburgh because was it tax reasons or store reasons?
I'm not really sure, but they're kind of doing the same thing, but just different location.
Okay. Well,
what was funny was that part with the that like gay porno mag they find in the back of the truck.
Oh yeah, like why
that scene was basically right out of the game. I thought that was
really
funny.
Wow.
Yeah, that was in the game.
That's great.
with the same lines and everything too.
Some nice fan service there.
Heck yeah.
She was even like, why are
That's
the pages stuck together?
Yeah.
Gamer humor, heck yeah.
I know, I might need to play the game now. So
well, they got the remastered version.
Oh my gosh.
I get the PS5 for them.
Well, it's PS5 only, but it's coming to PC too. But
so I guess you won't need.
It's not going to be on Xbox.
I guess you won't want your PS4 back anytime soon.
I'm not gonna. This show's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, you're still good.
I still haven't finished playing Death Stranding yet. That might take me a while. I guess Rob, since you're sort of our Last of Us aficionado here, I know it's been a while since you played the game, but what other major changes do you think were in this episode?
It was mainly just like the location they went to, I believe. But how things went down was pretty similar. I didn't see reviews on this episode comparing to the game like I did on the last one. That was why I kind of had a little more info on the last one.
Yeah, this was definitely a lot more action-packed than the last episode. Although the last episode did have some action moments, like the Raiders trying to invade the complex and getting set on fire. But this one was definitely
Bill out there trying to shoot him.
Yeah. But this one definitely had, I think, a lot more action in it as compared to the last episode, and I think it was definitely more in line with what viewers wanted in terms of like a post-apocalyptic. Although I don't think there were any zombies in this episode, except like the one they teased underneath the rubble.
Oh yeah,
it is a zombie.
Yeah.
So this is basically just like them on the run from the human characters. So we also found out that Ellie, this wasn't her first kill. So was that mentioned in the game too?
Oh yeah.
Or or was it kill, or did she just hurt somebody? I mean, did she kill somebody before?
I think she said it wasn't her first kill. Oh wait, well she didn't kill him, or was it the first time she shot someone? Maybe.
I don't know.
Because
Joel
her
in the game.
Well, she had that knife. That's the thing. Maybe she stabbed somebody.
Yeah. So Joel was the one who killed him, but I think Ellie said that that wasn't her first. I imagine she meant she killed someone, but I could be wrong. I guess they're going to elaborate that in the next few episodes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a great place.
What's terrible about that scene, though, too, was like we all knew exactly what had to be done. Like, he didn't want to shoot him. He could, first of all, be loud. Second of all, it would waste a bullet. They didn't say that, but that's exactly what
I think
they
was
used
thinking.
the knife that the guy handed to him too.
Oh yeah, I think.
Well, I know that's the irony.
It's messed up. I think that's the second reason. Not wasting a bullet was more the reason, just because they'd already been shooting at each other, so they were already making noise. So I think if you wanted to shoot him anyway, I don't think it would have mattered at that point. But like you said, probably save ammunition. So, but I mean, I don't know. They could have just like been in the area and they could have heard that last bullet shot. They could have been close enough to that. So it could be either or. But yeah, that was they killed that one survivor. So yeah, I mean, I think in like The Walking Dead, when they killed other survivors, they were usually pretty evil, right? But this one seems they were trying to trick them into helping them. And
he's not really playing the super good guy role. He's just kind of like getting the job done. But
living, yeah, he's trying to live. Like that guy was trying to kill him, man. That's
he used
the
to
thing.
be one of them too.
Oh, still is in some regards. Maybe it was just like smuggling. So
yeah, it was basically just a smuggler.
So, but yeah, at the beginning of the episode, like they're trying to find Tommy because since their contacts in Boston are dead, Tommy would probably know where to go to find the Firefly base to take Ellie to. So this is sort of like a mid-mission, a side mission from the main mission.
Tommy seems to be kind of wavering if he should be working with them or not, it seemed. He didn't say it out loud, but just the looks he gave.
Well, we haven't seen him since the first episode, it seems. So
Kind of weird and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well,
else?
That's the actor who played Tommy in the video game. I saw in the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, I do remember.
So, but the actress who plays Tommy in the TV show hasn't shown up since the first episode.
Okay, so that is someone else.
But yeah, I think his name is Perry. So he's sort of like the second in command under Kathleen. But yeah, that's the actor.
Well, even so, the looks he was given, he was like, should we be doing things this way? Kind of looks.
Yeah, I know. Like, are we about to kill this guy and his child? Like, how horrible, dude. You know
well, it seems like she's lost her brother, so she thinks she's justified in killing whomever to.
She shot that other guy in the bloody head. Just
and that's
bad.
What I mean?
It was like she was waiting for a reason to do it, and she basically.
Why would she kill her? Like that is not good leadership. No,
yeah, she's not thinking for the future. She's thinking with just rage.
And also, I don't think a doctor would remember every person they delivered. I mean, unless I'm guessing she's like a nurse or something.
Actually, it is said that yes, doctors do remember
every single one.
I mean, dude, they're a doctor. I mean, they're a highly intelligent human being.
Yeah, but you're not gonna remember like every single baby you deliver, especially when they're like 40 years after the fact.
No, that's like a thing in small towns.
They do a pretty good
memory. It wasn't a small town though. It was Kansas City.
Of course, you can remember like every actor in Hollywood. How would it not be conceivable that a doctor could remember?
Because I can recognize them when they were babies, Tip, and
I'm so bad at like with names, and you get.
I guess in
Throwing
the
out
modern era,
actors.
but I'm talking about small town doctors. You know,
But this was okay. But this was like Kansas City. But anyway, I don't know. Small nitpick.
Okay, you are correct. It is Kansas City. Fair point.
But I'm guessing maybe she was like a nurse, and maybe her dad or something was like a doctor too. So he was like a family friend. I didn't say what she does. I imagine she's like a nurse or something. So she like maybe worked with that doctor. But I'm guessing unless she already is a doctor, they don't have another backup doctor. I don't think so.
Well, she didn't become leader of the rebellion because she wasn't ruthless. You know what I mean? Like she rose to power because she's strong-handed, probably.
Yeah. So we'll probably see more of that in the next episode. But yeah, I think let's go back before this was like a long episode. Like a lot happened because they weren't even in Kansas City at the start of the episode. They were just like camping out, and she was reading the Book of Puns.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. How we finally gave in and
she is the best character. She is so funny, dude.
Yeah, and she's British too. Apparently, we had the.
I'm not gonna lie, she's so funny.
The behind the scenes, she's British, so I had no idea. Also, the girl who played his daughter was British too, in the behind the scenes. The Brits are taking all our jobs.
They just gotta do American English.
It's probably easier for them to do American accent than it is for American actors to do British accent, unless you're Johnny Depp. He does a lot of British characters, like Sweeney Todd, Jack Sparrow, obviously, and that in that movie From Hell, I think he was British, so he's pretty good at it. He sort of like a British accent in Sleepy Hollow, because that was like pre-Revolutionary War, so everyone saw the English accent. But besides that fact, what else happened in this episode?
The end
was
great,
the ending when
maybe
she pointed out he couldn't hear in his left ear.
Yeah,
and then
his right ear.
When and you notice when he was sleeping, he rolled over to his other side and he didn't hear them coming. It was like those kids, which I don't remember in the game, but there's multiple parts that I don't.
Well, one was a fully grown man. I'm guessing it's the guy and his son.
Oh yeah.
So that's the ones Kathleen's hunting for. So we're gonna, I don't know, maybe they'll do like a flashback. Yeah, this is the first episode that didn't have a flashback. I don't think
the odds of them finding them on that exact floor are pretty crazy. They should have gone down a floor to camp out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure they could have heard them. They could have heard them coming up. So they couldn't have been on the exact floor. But that was a smart hiding spot because, like, you would think they're not gonna go all the way up all this
skyscraper.
Although they gotta like figure out a way to get out of the city and plus get like another mode of transportation. So it's
also difficult to think super well in super stressful situations. So.
Yeah, that too. So, but yeah, this is a good episode overall. I think it definitely moved the plot forward a bit. How long do you think we're gonna be in Kansas City? Do you think they're gonna leave by next episode? Or this would be like a multi-episode arc.
Probably at least another episode.
Yeah, I think because I don't know if because there's only 10 episodes. I don't know if they're going to get to the ending of the first game by the end of the first season. I imagine they're going to want to try to stretch this out as long as they can for monetary purposes. But if they can think of good stories to like fill in the gaps before they get to the ending, then I say all for it. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode, and I'm trying to remember what else happened in the behind the scenes besides like the Tommy actor from the video game being the long-haired bearded dude. But yeah, I don't know. So Rob, what did you think? How would you rank the episode so far?
I would say so far it's one of my favorite ones, since it had some more action and stuff in it. But I still gotta have like I really enjoyed the first one, how they introduced everything.
Yeah, and the second episode was great.
I'd still say the first one might be my favorite episode.
Yeah, I think so too, even though I think the second one was really good too, because we actually saw the clickers and, definitely, they definitely brought the zombies, a lot of fan service in that. The third one was probably
were basically right out of the game. I like how they didn't really change them at all.
In the
I'm
fourth
actually
one,
okay with fewer zombies and more human bad people.
Because in the game, you're actually fighting a lot of people
then
too.
Tip, you're gonna love Walking Dead because basically all the show became just survivors fighting survivors.
Yeah, with zombies on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, zombies like popping up.
Although they had the Whisperers who were
enough
basically disguising themselves as zombies to walk among zombies.
Yeah.
So it's like they really stretched the zombie.
They're all wearing those
idea.
zombie masks.
Yeah, gross. So
yeah, imagine how those things smell.
Yeah, it's like they basically just take rotting skin, they put it on their faces, and they just pretend to be zombies when they walk.
And the zombies go with it.
Yeah, and they try to like make the zombies. They try to like push the horde and wherever.
Yeah, they basically camouflage in the zombies because they look like a zombie.
Yeah, because there's like one. Because I think when they introduced the Whispers, like a guy's about to kill a zombie, and he like moves out of the way and he grabs his arm and kills him. Because he's really a whisperer, just pretending to be a zombie. So that was a cool way to introduce them in the show. So, but I don't think we're gonna get any of that in this series. I don't think we're gonna be like any clickers.
Yeah, I stopped watching eventually. It was after they like basically beat the Whisperers. I kind of stopped watching it.
Yeah, that's really like
I don't know how much farther they went.
Well, I think there's like only like one storyline after the Whisper War, which is like this new survivor group that's also
evil. Have they completed
evil.
Walking Dead?
Yeah, that show's done. But I think there's like 3 spin-offs they're still doing.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, there's
there
was
like that prequel one, which is
Tales of the
Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead. But that's not a prequel. That's like what's happening on the West Coast.
It was happening at the same time.
And then there's Walking Dead, Dead City, which is in New York City, and it's with Negan and Maggie.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that one.
I don't think it was premiered yet.
I've watched some of Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, I never watched any of that. I think I didn't even finish season 6 of Walking Dead. Like I heard like when Negan shows up, that's when it starts going down the drain.
Yeah, all those spin-offs and all those.
I think that Negan episode knocked out a lot of people.
Well, it's like people are like looking forward to. I think like
I enjoyed it.
The finale. People hate it because it didn't say who he's going to kill. It just pointed the bat at the camera. It's like, I'm going to kill you. I don't know. Like, does anyone? I can't guess who Negan's going to kill in this episode. He looks at the camera. Can you? Like from The Simpsons, like Dr. Herbert's like, I don't know who killed Mr. Burns. I can't figure this out. Then he looks at the camera. Can you? And then it goes to like Officer Quimby. He's like, let me think. No. So this was made me think of that.
Was it like a Family Guy scene? It just looks at one of the cops. Just look at the camera. Oh wait, here's the cops bust in this hotel room with this guy and a girl, and he's about to pay her for sex. Basically, it looks like he's like, "You were about to pay her for sex." He's like, "No, we're not. We're filming it, so technically it's a porno." It's like, "Oh, then you're fine."
Yeah.
And then the cop looks at the camera like, "Remember, kids, she ain't a whore if she's an actress."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, a lot of interesting. No fourth wall breaking in this episode, but I think Joel and Ellie are definitely bonding, and there's definitely this was definitely a very action heavy episode and very realistic one, and I'm looking forward to more. So
yeah, I mean the fact that she shot that guy, didn't kill him but paralyzed him was.
Oh yeah,
it was kind of a.
Oh man,
it was like a killing joke kind of.
And he was totally just trying to make time till his buddy showed up. He
luckily
trying to go to his mom, saying he was like take him to his mom.
Yeah,
and throwing his name out there just to make it harder.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll escape Kansas City in one piece. Although I'm sure some people are going to die.
What was his name? Because you actually hear
Brian?
the guys who show up. He's like, they got Brian.
Dude, that guy's a dead shot, man. He crushed those guys.
Who? Joel?
Well, yeah. Joel is an absolute dead shot, man. He killed like 3 people. 3 versus 1. I mean, the matchup is...
Hey, it's just like in the video game. You're tearing everybody up in the game.
Speaking of video games, speaking of video games,
Awesome.
Deadshot makes me think of the Suicide Squad game that's about to come out.
Oh, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, it's the same guys who made the Batman Arkham series, and Deadshot's one of the characters.
Oh yeah, I really like the Arkham series.
Yeah, third one was basically just like Arkham Knight Rider because he's in a tank the whole time. They basically made Riddler, instead of like finding Riddler trophies, you just race on a racetrack and have to beat your time. So third one was okay. I mean, I think if you're a fan of the first 2, it's passable. It's definitely, I think it's better than Arkham Origins people thought. But I think they definitely needed to move on to other DC characters. So I think Suicide Squad was, it's still sort of Batman related.
What you think about the new DC James Gunn is making?
Well, I don't think we discussed this last week, but I mean, nothing really grabbed me. Nothing really I'm excited for, because we still got to like clean house with the Aquaman, Flash, and Shazam movies. And I think they're still doing like a Blue Beetle movie, but I'm not sure. But Booster Gold. So I mean, I think everything he announced has potential to be good. I'm just not really excited for it, because he's not even like really even doing like a full reboot. I mean, the only thing I'm like really looking forward to is like the second Batman film by Matt Reeves, because I really like the first one, and that should be good. But I mean, everything else, I'm just like wait and see. So I don't know, could be good, but nothing I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, that's really all I have for Last of Us. Any closing thoughts?
Overall,
I think that was my favorite episode.
You think so?
I like that one because it really got into the, like, this is their journey,
Yeah, and
their journey has
they're
really
slowly
begun.
building their relationship. Joel's kind of opening up. They're both opening up to each other a little more.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like this is where
She's becoming less and less
yeah.
cargo.
Yeah. We are becoming attached to the characters. There's like
you're cargo.
Yeah.
Cargo filled with blood and guts. So it did make me think. Maybe remind me back to my childhood when I mentioned Chef Boyardee ravioli, which is basically all I ate as a kid.
20-year-old, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was surprised. I'm guessing it already expired, but it's still edible.
Yeah, it's a
those things
20-year-old ravioli.
Those things
didn't
only
your mom
last.
tell you that it was Chef Boyardee?
I don't know how they would taste 20 years later.
What do you mean? She told me. I cooked it myself.
Oh,
I mean, you just put it in the bowl and heat it up. Yeah, just put it in the bowl and heat it up. But yeah, those things only last like maybe like a year or two, so it's like it's got to be like really diseased and probably full of fungus.
At least what's recommended on the can, but I think canned goods are supposed to last a pretty long time.
Yeah,
may not taste as at the recommended level, but
they're basically just made for the post-apocalypse. Essentially, canned goods.
Canned goods jarred.
Yeah, pickled eggs maybe. Twinkies last forever. All right.
Go make a base at the Twinkie factory.
I wonder how pickled eggs became like bar food, because it's just like who wants to eat pickled eggs at a bar?
It's a thing.
That's a thing.
Apparently,
it's like random people putting their hands in the jar, grabbing a pickled egg.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's probably the most
it's because it's salty. Yeah.
I guess it was like a really big. I guess it was really big in the Wild West. Who knows? Anyway, so let's move on. Did anyone watch Bad Batch? I didn't.
No.
Yeah, I think we gave up on Bad Batch. It just lost interest because Last of Us.
South Park though.
Yeah, we talked about South Park. Did you watch South Park?
No, I haven't watched South Park.
I don't know
Well,
if the new one is streaming, is it? Or is it only on TV?
Maybe Paramount Plus. But I imagine there used to be a website called South Park Studios. You could watch the new episode the day after. So I can go ahead and check real quick. But yeah, this episode we saw the return of Cupid Cartman. And his tiny dingling.
Oh yeah, and gave him a different name.
I think he was. I think they're making fun. I think they're making fun of Kanye West.
Yeah, because they had Cartman in that mask. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh yeah. So South Park season 26 premiere
totally
parodies Kanye West anti-Semitism controversy. So,
and basically how like you throw out a rumor, and everybody's just going along with it, and it's just causing some division in the school there.
Yeah, and there was definitely So Tip, if you go to South Park Studios, you can watch the new episode.
Oh really? They just hand out their what? That's crazy.
I mean, maybe just the first episode. I think you'd like pay a subscription and watch the others, or maybe it's like as advertising.
Yeah.
So there's free episodes, but I think like not every episode is free. So so it was great. I thought this was pretty funny. So they definitely mentioned a lot of things that are going on in Hollywood. Like now, I think at the end, like they were like, "Really, Kyle? A prequel for Lord of the Rings?"
Oh, with was it Stan's dad?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be the one to say it. Avatar 2 was not good. In my opinion, I enjoyed the second Avatar.
Okay, I just don't want to invest 3.5 hours to watch it just yet. I think I'll just watch. Maybe we'll just like a watch party. We'll do another Zeitgeist Cinema, and just.
Zeitgeist Cinema.
Yeah, because you were there. Were you with us when we watched Morbius? Tip?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I ever uploaded that, but
I think it was BU, Major, and Matt. I think it was just
I guess we're not gonna get D&D going ever again, because I think it was like radio silence when I sent that text.
No one really said anything.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean,
I don't know if Matt's done with it or how he's feeling about it.
Probably.
I don't know. I mean,
maybe. I'm kind of.
It's a shame. I mean, I was down to do it. It's just, it just sometimes takes some time to learn. But yeah, it's a bummer. And
I don't know if he was tired of
this
being
is
the
all
DM or something. I don't know.
This is all stuff our listeners are probably not very interested in. But South Park. So I think they're parodying Kanye West, and apparently he's even crazier than before, and he's anti-Semitic now. And he apparently was on a TV show where he covered his face.
Yeah, he had gloves and a mask on, complete face mask.
And this episode was strange because, I think it first presented the idea that Cupid Me is just in Cartman's head. Because
apparently he's real.
Yeah, because remember when he's whispering in Token's ear and his dad walks the room.
And you see him oh shit, he jumps out the window.
Yeah, so it's it made me think that it's just a split personality for Cartman, but
that's what I was thinking too. But then he jumped in that car and drove away without Cartman. Yeah,
and then I think everyone became anti-Semitic when he hit him with anti-Semitic arrows, and then he gives him his Ritalin, and he becomes normal again. Well, normal he became what he was before again, not normal.
Became normal Cupid Me.
Yeah, and then he's still living in that hot dog, apparently. So at least they're.
Oh, did they show that? Oh.
Yeah, for one scene, he's going to bed,
that.
And he was praying, and then Cupid Me comes.
Yeah, I remember him praying, but I guess I missed when they showed the house.
Yeah,
I was skipping through commercials. Maybe I skipped a little too far.
So, did Kanye actually say Hitler wasn't a bad dude or something like that?
I didn't watch the interviews. I just saw pictures of what he was wearing.
Man, this guy at work was saying he was talking about how he was like, would you rather have been a slave or in a concentration camp? I was like, and he was like, oh yeah, don't think what happened to the Jews was so bad. And I was like, no way,
What?
you cannot think that, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
No.
You've got to be kidding, like, right? Because that's
Like, do you know what the
documented like horror of
concentration camps
history.
were for?
Yeah, like
Jeez,
what are you?
they were basically just places to kill them.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Like, okay,
yeah.
but
Just
there you go.
nothing to
Weird
say.
stuff. Yeah, some weird stuff to say.
So,
Maybe just to make people cringe.
And then they had
You know.
then they had Cartman wearing basically the same thing, with Cupid Me also as a mascot. It was funny.
yeah, he was. It was nuts.
He usually
But
has like tiny looking arms, but when he was wearing that outfit, I guess they wanted to make it kind of match Kanye more instead of kind of like Cartman's look.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know. I can't like elaborate on what Kanye did and said, but that apparently was the parody.
'Cause I didn't-
And this isn't
see it.
the first time either, because he's they made fun of him on the Gay Fish episode.
Oh yeah,
That was great.
where he just would not understand the joke.
Yeah,
Till eventually he really did become a gay fish.
pretty much. Yeah. So, but yeah, this was a
He
great
even
episode.
made
I
a
think it was
music
good.
video about becoming a gay fish.
Yeah, no music. They didn't even mention him. Well, they also made fun of him in the episode called "The Hobbit." There was a Hobbit episode, so I think like he thought Kim Kardashian was a Hobbit because she's short and hairy. I don't know. But yeah, this was a pretty great episode. You said you did not watch. You did not.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, you didn't watch Beavis and Butthead. Apparently, it was a rerun.
I have it. I have it on my YouTube TV now, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I watched South Park like right before we started this.
Well, yeah. Apparently, it was a rerun anyway, so it wasn't an episode. But yeah, it was pretty funny. It was like Beavis and Butthead go to an escape room, and they're so stupid they mistake the bathroom for the escape room.
Yeah, you said they get into like TikToks and stuff on there.
Well, yeah, because the old Beavis and Butthead show, they made fun of music videos on MTV.
Yeah,
But
I actually
now
didn't
since-
watch a whole lot of Beavis and Butthead growing up.
Yeah, me neither.
Watched
I
a
knew
few episodes.
I knew what they were, but I don't think we had like MTV growing up, or at least because it was on like in like the 90s. So like it was like 93, 97. So I was like still just like in elementary school when it was like on the air. So I think right when King of the Hill started, that's when I started to start watching. I remember watching King of the Hill as a kid too, but I think Beavis and Butthead pretty much like.
King of the Hill.
Yeah, I think I would just like watch sporadically as a kid, but I was like way too young to understand it because it's definitely like a cartoon for adults. Like Simpsons, like is pretty funny when you're a kid, but even though it's like made for adults too, but King of the Hill is like more situationally funny rather than laugh out loud funny.
Probably why The Simpsons is still going.
Well, it's basically like
Holding that
King of the
world
Hill.
record.
King of the Hill, every episode, it's something that makes Hank uncomfortable. Like, whoa. Either it's like it's either his boss, his son, his dad, or Luann, his niece, are doing something that shocks him. Whoa. Like Luann.
That's why people like the show. Is probably
It's
just
actually
his
a good
voice.
impression.
Like he finds out his boss, because he works at a propane, he finds out his boss has gas or like electric instead of propane for his gas. So he goes to his house like, whoa. He sees he sees
Let me go back to their fence drinking beer.
he sees Luann dating Boomhauer. Whoa.
I could just picture his face too.
It does a close up on his face. Whoa. Whoa. Bobby's like, he finds Bobby wearing makeup. Whoa.
Oh man, that DBZ parody video.
Oh my
With King of the Hill.
Yeah.
It's like, I sell
So
propane.
I think it's like Peggy's Piccolo.
Yeah.
He's like beating the shit.
They just basically just colored her green, and she was Piccolo.
And the very end, Bill's Boo. Bill's Majin Buu. Right. It's like, eat you up. Yeah, that was great.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you should get King of the Hill another try now that you're an adult, Rob.
Yeah, I'd probably get a lot more of it.
It'd be a lot funnier. There's like one episode where like Bobby joins these D&D players, and apparently they try to make him drink pig's blood. And I think they're just trying to like haze him. But like even he's like, I'm not lame enough to be in this club. So that was a pretty good one. So there's some pretty interesting episodes. I think there's one where they play paintball against some teenagers, and I think they eventually get revenge on the teenagers after they kick their ass. So, but yeah, King of the Hill, I highly recommend it. And Beavis and Butthead, the new season, you know, get a chance. So, yeah, I guess this will be a short episode. I think there really wasn't any news I wanted to talk about. Nothing really noteworthy except like the Chinese balloon.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was all over the news.
Yeah, so I mean, Rick and Morty. I think we talked about that last week, but
did they ever figure out what they're gonna do with Rick and Morty?
I think they're probably like in the process of auditioning some people.
Just gonna find
they're probably not gonna announce
impressionist.
Well, yeah, I mean, they could probably like find someone like Billy West or D. Bradley Baker. Like, there's like some really like big talent, voice acting wise, in Hollywood that can probably get to come do the voices. But yeah, I mean, I think the guy who's voicing Cleveland now, he was a impressionist on YouTube.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So
he does a good job with it.
I don't know when.
Sounds pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's like, meet the new voice of Cleveland Brown. Arif Zahir. He's the new voice on Cleveland
Yeah, when
Brown.
I first heard that, I was like, oh, dang, I didn't even know they replaced him. I guess he did a good job.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the Cleveland show would have lasted longer if they had this guy voicing Cleveland.
My name's Cleveland Brown. And you to say.
I think it's probably the best intro out of all three, American Dad and Family Guy. But yeah, I still haven't watched the newest season of Family Guy yet, but I don't know. We'll get around to it at some point. But yeah, I think that's our show pretty much. Unless y'all have anything you want to add.
I mean,
not much else I can think of.
All right.
I'm looking forward to the next episode of The Last of Us.
Oh, and the next Last of Us comes out tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
it's Thursday. It'll come out on Friday.
Oh wow,
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I was thinking Saturday, so we can like go ahead and do
it comes out tomorrow.
What are y'all's Super Bowl plans? Just gonna watch? Going anywhere?
I don't really have any plans.
There's no bars.
Are you doing anything?
Probably just gonna go home, watch with Dad. But I don't know. I think there's like one event they're having at Jackalope Jack or something like that. So it just depends.
I've pretty much watched Super Bowl just to be social.
Well, the commercials are.
Yeah, definitely the commercials. Those are.
And it's like a 4-hour game.
The Super Bowl is when the best commercials go out.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour game. I think there's going to be like a Michelob Ultra because now they're doing like previews for commercials now on TV. Like they're teasing the Super Bowl commercial for Michelob Ultra, and it's going to have something to do with Caddyshack, I think. So they're probably going to have like Chevy Chase and Bill Murray in the commercial, I'm guessing. So yeah.
I wonder if any of them are already using their Super Bowl commercials or so.
Like if they've already premiered them,
or if they've already been playing them because it's a good commercial or something.
I don't know. I think they usually try to wait until Super Bowl. I think there have been issues where they do show it beforehand. So
I know once it's been on the Super Bowl, they'll keep on using that commercial.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, if it's a good enough one. Especially I think like the "What's Up" commercial was the Super Bowl commercial.
Man,
so
how long ago was that now?
That was like 2000.
Man. Yeah, that was a while back.
Long ass time ago. So yeah. I will definitely be tuning in just to watch the commercials, but maybe see some football because the Panthers didn't make it. So, all right. Well, that's our show. I'm Forrest.
I'm Robbie.
And I'm Tip.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.